I'm Robin Winston. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We made it. We survived. Police have identified a man wanted in connection with a deadly shooting in Belmont. Still ahead on the KRON 4 Morning News, emojis getting ready to hit the big screen, and James Franco heads to space. This morning, we're hearing from one of the regulars of Top Dog fast food restaurant in Berkeley, where a former employee was linked to the white nationalist event in Virginia. I'm also tracking your entertainment headlines today. Bonnie Tyler will be performing her #1 hit, Total Eclipse of the Heart, in a unique place this week. I wonder why. San Francisco is one of the cities fighting the federal government. Among the issues, whether local police agencies should be required to turn over undocumented immigrants to federal agencies. We'll take a look at your morning commute in just a bit, but first let's talk about your hump day forecast.
Yes.
It seemed a little bit foggier this morning on my drive-in compared to yesterday.
Yeah.
U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson met with Russian officials to talk about Russian meddling in the presidential election. Tillerson says the tampering caused a rift in the relationship between Russia and the United States. Moscow has reportedly said it had nothing to do with last year's election. The president doubled down on his controversial statements over the weekend that the white supremacists who rallied in Charlottesville were only partially responsible for the deadly violence there. All of this as the Bay Area gears up for several planned alt-right rallies.
Cover traffic for you.
Yeah.
When was the last time we had a birth on the side of the freeway?
Well, the lady said it happens all the time. I'd never seen things like this, but this girl will have a story to tell for the rest of her life. Where were you born? On the side of the road, Highway 4.
And good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm James Fletcher.
And I'm Robin Winston. I'll be checking in on your morning commute in just a bit. But first, James has a look at the forecast. Hopefully, are you serving up some more sunshine for us?
Later on today, yeah.
Okay.
But like yesterday, it's going to be a little while.
Foggy start, right?
Yeah, it's a foggy start, cloudy. Now let's hand it over to Robin for a check of the roads. Hey, Robin.
Hey there. We are hotspot free. We're off to a great start, a quiet start so far, heading into San Francisco. A live look at 80 West. It's looking good, approaching the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, 10 minutes from the Maze to the Skyway. Let's head over to 92 and check in on that commute from the East Bay to the Peninsula. No big trouble spot so far, so a very nice commute into Foster City and San Mateo. All right, some more drive times for you. If you take Highway 4 through Contra Costa County, it's still at the limit. 13 minutes so far from Antioch over to Concord. 680 looks great from Dublin to Fremont. The Nimitz hotspot free. It's a quick 20-minute trip from the East Bay heading down to the South Bay. And 101 already picking up just some minor crowding for the northbound commute. If you leave now, it's about a 24-minute trip from Morgan Hill to the Guadalupe Parkway in San Jose. James?
All right, at 4:03, our top story this morning, and it is a disturbing one. The manager of a popular North Beach restaurant in San Francisco is accused of raping his own stepson, and police say the victim, who's now an adult, says that abuse went on for years.
And now the owner of the restaurant breaks his silence and talks with KRON 4's J.R. Stone about the allegations. Happening tomorrow, a candlelight vigil will be held for Charlie Lai in the South Bay. Lai is the liquor store owner who was shot and killed during an attempted robbery in San Jose on Tuesday. The community will be hosting the vigil, and it will be at Jim's Liquor Mart on Quimby Road. It will begin at 7:30, and they're asking anyone who is planning on attending to please bring candles. James? A man accused of attacks on BART passengers has been charged with 3 felonies and a misdemeanor, and now we're learning more about the suspect's past.
Yeah, Mario Washington was convicted back in 2001 of voluntary manslaughter. Then in 2012, he was convicted of felony grand theft and felony burglary in 2014. The current charges stem from 3 attacks in 3 days last week. On August 3rd, police say he used bolt cutters.
That's right, to hit a passenger in an apparent unprovoked attack. The next day, he's accused of charging at a man again with the bolt cutters in hand. Washington is also charged with punching a train passenger in the face Saturday, August 5th. He was arrested Monday, just a few hours after police released surveillance photos to the public. And another big story we're following for you this morning. A San Francisco couple says they've been terrorized by a repeat criminal in their neighborhood. They say he broke into their home, taking priceless family heirlooms, a passport, and more. Yeah,
now they're sharing the video exclusively with KRON 4, and KRON 4's Hermela Argawi now has details on the story.
Welcome back to the KRON 4 Morning News. The time now is 4:12. Checking in on your morning forecast. James, what's in store?
Let's get you the latest this morning on the international front. We've got North Korea now claiming that it'll make plans to attack the U.S. territory of Guam by mid-August.
That's in response to President Trump's angry warning of fire and fury in North Korea as it continues to threaten the U.S. Kim Hutcherson is tracking reaction from Washington, D.C. KRON 4 has spoken to a Bay Area man who grew up in Guam. Most of his family still lives there, and he says North Korea's threats towards the island are being taken seriously.
We're all nervous.
This isn't the first time North Korea has threatened Guam. The island is a strategic base for the American military. The man we talked to says that he's confident his family and friends will be protected if there's trouble.
Well, now there are reports pointing out that San Francisco actually could be within range of a North Korean missile.
And KRON 4's Dan Kerman shows us what the city is doing to prepare for a worst-case scenario.